Hello everyone! Today we'll be, completing some class quests on our character, and also maybe doing some side quests. We'll be doing the main quests up to Foul Gaze, because I feel like Foul Gaze has a certain connotation to it. It starts the arc of the night side sort of storyline. The dark places, the sunken streets, all that. So I am currently just sending out a lot of links to my channel. On all my social medias, so if you'll just hang out with me for a moment while I do that, I'd appreciate it. So remember, I have a Twitter and I have a YouTube, so if you'll give me a moment. If you're not caught up with the current stream, always feel free to watch the VODs on YouTube, or if they're still up on Twitch. But if you don't have all your... But if you are caught up, feel free to get started on questing. So, a bit of a change of format today. We're not doing the main quest. We're going to be doing some side quests and some class quests. Also, I'm not going to talk about Wizard101 today. I've had a long, hard discussion about it myself, and if all I talk about is things in the Wizard101 sphere, and how I feel about Wizard101 and the story, I'll run out of things very fast. So today we're going to talk about some of my other favorite game franchises. I hope you can still stick with me, and let's get right into the game. So, I enjoy many, many different games. Wizard101 is one of the oldest games I've played. It's one I've been playing for a very long time. It's near and dear to my heart. However, I also am quite a big fan of the Kingdom Hearts franchise, which may be a bit like, oh, he likes Kingdom Hearts, huh? I don't know what connotations that holds. I don't know if it's a bad thing, if it's a good thing, but I grew up playing Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I got a lot of the side games and played those throughout the years. When Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I got the complete collector's edition for my PS4. So, lots of stuff surrounds that. But I've also have a lot of interest in Bethesda's 2 series, The Elder Scrolls and Fallout. And, I enjoy The Elder Scrolls quite a lot. A lot of the theming of my channel with the sun emblem and even my channel banner, which is someone in full Daedric armor on a red blood flame skeletal horse wielding a blood curse version of Ariel's Blow, shooting an arrow at the black sun. A lot of my channel's theming is rooted in Elder Scrolls, more so around the Daedric Prince Meridia. So, the Daedric Prince Meridia is I am a fan of the Daedric Prince Meridia. It is something I personally find a lot of attachment to. So I'm going to discuss lesser-known facts about the Daedric Prince Meridia and roles she has played in the Elder Scrolls franchise. Some lore bits about her, stuff like that. Do I only have the starter fire robes in here? Did I not put... Let's check my bank. Oh no! It would seem that I have not acquired the garments I needed from my other character, so... well, we'll get them eventually. Just not right now. Meridia is the Daedric Prince of energy and life force. She is vehemently opposed to the forces of the undead to a disastrous degree. And she opposes the undead in every form. Which is, I find interesting, in early games, particularly Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, the way you summoned Meridia and spoke to her on her summoning day was you had to bring a piece of undead flesh to her, which I find interesting, to say the least. She is so opposed by undead, the only way you could communicate with her is by proving you had already killed an undead, or had some interest in the undead. Without the existence of the undead, Meridia herself would likely not offer the same connotation. But as the Daedric Prince of light and life, Meridia is also the Daedric Prince of greed She is one of 2 Daedric princes, along with Jigalag, that rather than being originally as Daedra, rather became Daedra from being a Magna G. Meridia used to be known as Meridnunda. And however, she involved herself with darker forces, and as such was cast out when the Magna G retreated to the heavens, to Aetherius, and was left in a prison in the realms of Oblivion. And a lot of early texts on the matter of who she was before she became Meridia were rather unclear. In most games, her sole defining trait, from actual gameplay perspective, is that she is very... what's a good word for it? She's very hostile towards undead. She's very devoted to wiping them out. But she does have other facets to her personality, as depicted in many books over the different stories. So, she's also the Daedric Prince of Greed. And she has such a love, heavy air quotes on that love, for life, that she has a tendency to take creatures, living things, from Mundus, from the material plane, and imprison them in a sort of museum she has in her Daedric realm, the Colored Rooms. She takes families, people, creatures, animals, and locks them in stasis, thinking of them more as statues or treasured possessions than living things. Sorry. My computer just made a very weird noise. I don't know if you all could hear that. But my computer made a hissing noise, and then a screeching noise. I am kind of concerned. Many apologize if you could hear that. I don't know what that was about. But Meridia, rather Meridnunda, or whatever you want to call her, she poses a certain role, I guess, in the world. And actually I want to bring back her role as the Daedric Prince of Greed. And this is greatly emphasized in her Khajiit variant form, or the form the Khajiit know her in. Because a Daedric artifact known as the Ring of Khajiit, a ring that one of the Khajiit gods used to achieve divinity, is known to be shared between Meridia herself and another Daedric prince. And this is odd because what the Ring of Khajiit allowed was it allowed for people to steal things very easily. It rendered you invisible and fast. So fast, so invisible, and so good at pickpocketing that you could steal a tattoo off someone while they were sleeping. Let's look at some side quests. What we got? What we got that gives some XP. I talked about this this fair quest earlier. The then fair quest. I talked about that in my Cyclops Lane video, so I feel like we're gonna do that. And if that doesn't give us enough XP to reach level 12, we're going to alternatively do. We're also going to do the Golem Court questline, the Golem Tower questline. Blah. So, Meridia fills this role of an opposite to the undead and to the darkness. But her light is not a friendly one. It is harsh and violent and very... It's a strong light. Meridia very much opposes a lot of the Daedra in the Elder Scrolls franchise. And she... Sorry I keep pausing. I'm just kind of... Woke up really late today. I'm very tired. Had a long night last night. So... I wish I could just put on someone else while I quest. But I don't have much to say right now. I'm grasping at straws for things to talk. I know what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to get a little guest for you guys. So I'm going to switch on my my profile picture. I'm going to spin in the game. I'm going to step out while I get you guys a guest. They may not show up, but I'll be back either with or without them. Okay. Okay, everyone, I've got a guest star, a cousin of mine who we'll be referring to as Disciple of Ilmasi, who's going to tell you about his idea for a game or two in the Elder Scrolls franchise.